What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Honest Diecast. Today, I want to cover how to ship Hot Wheels. It may seem rudimentary or, a simple, kind of like a no-duh thing, but there is so many issues with shipping that it's unreal. I mean, my friends of mine have experienced it. I've experienced it. So I just kind of want to cover some basics on how to ship Hot Wheels. It's pretty straightforward. But if you really care about selling your vehicles and selling your items and keeping a good standing, a good seller's rating, and more importantly, just doing the right thing and taking care of the person who's buying from you or trading with you, then I would highly recommend watching this video. So let's get started. So real quick, types of boxes that you should use. Boxes like these are usually sent from Mattel, the RLC cars. These are pretty good. They're not too bad, but they are pretty thin, so they can't crush very easily. The reason why they are okay from Mattel is because the cars are shipped in a protector, like so. So when you get the RLC cars, basically there's that, and receipt is thrown on top, and then you're good to go. And that is okay, but even if you were to send a car like this in a protector, I would still recommend bubble wrapping around it, and definitely running a line of bubble wrap between the blister and the bubble of the protector. That way it'll keep the car from moving around, and it'll keep the car from actually pulling the blister off of the card, which can happen with heavier cars, especially Road Rider cars with metal bases. So there's that. So obviously the best way to go is to ship a car in a protector, but I realize that some people pay a lot of money for protectors and they may not have any. They may not have any spares that they want to part with. So what I'll do sometimes is I will make a makeshift protector out of cardboard. This one is for transport that I made. But really easy. Basically, you just put the transport in, toss some bubble wrap around the front first, and then boom, and then just tape up your corners and keep it closed. But yeah, even when you do this, you should put some bubble wrap around the outside of it. I've never had a problem shipping a car like this, so it's a great tactic to use if you're low on protectors, or if you just don't have any spares. You can make them out of cardboard. So back to boxes. The best box, in my opinion, to use is a double ply box like this. Double ply meaning that it is actually 2 reinforced layers of cardboard. These are the best boxes to use. Problem is that sometimes you can't find them in the right size. Like this one is pretty large. This one you can probably easily fit 9 or 12 cars in. But keep in mind, you can always cut the flaps off and then cut down and make new flaps. Just bend them down. You can always cut your boxes the size. A lot of people see a box and they're like, oh, it's too big. Well, you can make it fit. And if you don't have access to double ply boxes, guess what works really well as well is the factory Mattel boxes. These work absolutely fantastic. They're not double ply, but they are extra thick ply, single ply cardboard, and these work really great. Again, they're fairly big, but you know what? It's better to ship your stuff in a slightly bigger box than a slightly smaller box, and then having the package damaged, blisters cracked, cards bent. This is another type of box that I use. I get these from my job. Again, it's a fairly thick single ply cardboard, but what's really cool is that they have these separators in there. You can actually, if I remember right, I tried it and they're actually just big enough to fit a main line into. But if whatever you're shipping doesn't fit, you can take it out, and then it's perforated so you can tear it, and then you can use it to line the bottom of the box, which is what I would always recommend. I would always recommend lining the bottom of the box with an extra layer of cardboard, even the top as well. Just want to tell you guys something. That is not an acceptable way to ship a Hot Wheel, and I don't know why so many people do that. The bag does nothing. It absolutely does nothing for protection. So why so many people throw these in a bag and roll up the bag and then toss it in a box, I have no idea, but they really don't do anything. So definitely don't ship your Hot Wheels like that. Okay, these are 4 cars that I am going to send to somebody. The way that I am going to do this is I am going to take some bubble wrap and I'm going to ball up in between here to space these apart and push them together. And then I'm going to take more bubble wrap and I'm going to wrap around and tape it. So I'll do that for you on camera right now. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my perforated cardboard. You can take any piece of cardboard and you can cut it, but I'm going to rip the ends off of this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this cardboard and I'm going to place one here. It's roughly about the size of the cards. And I'm going to take one here and place the other one down here. I'm going to sandwich it. And then I'm going to take I'm going to take 2 pieces of tape and I'm going to round them. I'm going to attach the tape around here and around here. Then I'm going to pinch these and I'm going to tape this way. That's going to give us the best protection possible without using any kind of protectors for these. I'll go ahead and save the taping for off camera, but as you can see, 4 cars stacked 2 by 2, bubble wrap in the middle, bubble wrap all the way around, and 2 pieces of reinforced cardboard on the top. Fits perfectly in a box like this, and these are going to stay protected and they're going to make it there in one piece. Unless the unforeseeable happens and the package gets run over by the UPS truck or the post office truck, or the post office worker's having a bad day and he decides to practice his field goals with your package. In all those other cases, this is going to remain protected. So again, I hope that helps. Again, it might seem kind of rudimentary, but everybody has problems with cars that they're receiving. It doesn't happen all the time. There's a lot of people that I've traded with and purchased from that do an absolute amazing packing job. But this is what I do, and this is what I recommend. Definitely the cardboard protector is a great way to do it. I mean, it does take some time to trace the cards and then bend the cardboard and then cut out the blister holes. But really, I mean, this is really an awesome way of just sending like one individual. You're going to keep your seller rating, you're going to keep your trader rating. You're not going to have somebody angry that they got sent a damaged card. So this is a really good way to do it. Just cut generously so you have a little bit of room, and then you can place a layer of bubble wrap over this inside and then pinch the cardboard on top. Everything should be protected, everything should be fine. I would even recommend doing the reinforced piece of cardboard above this and then doing the bubble wrap. So I hope that helps. Maybe give you some ideas for shipping. Again, if people satisfaction and your seller and trader rating really matters to you, you'll take the extra steps that it takes to make sure that those cars arrive protected. On a side note, loose cars, if you watch my video where I do the unboxing on this, that is an absolute impeccable job of shipping loose cars. This car was placed in a baggie, in a little miniature Ziploc bag, and then completely bubble wrapped. It would not move in there. Absolutely stellar pack job. Thank you again to the seller for that. So again, I hope this helps. If you have anything else to add to this video as far as methods for shipping that works for you, please feel free to leave them down below. Again, this is all informational based. It's just meant to help people. It's meant to ensure that people's items get there in one piece and undamaged. So if you have anything else to add, anything else that I didn't cover, please mention down below. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.